I know it's hard. Really, when you ask yourself, what do I love about myself? What do you love about yourself? Do you love yourself? He said to us, the greatest commandment is to love God, to love ourselves, and to love our neighbours like we love ourselves. But I feel like if I don't love myself, then I don't love God. And if I don't love myself, then I'm not going to love my neighbour the way that I should. Hi guys, it's Tandy here again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. That's right, it's the beginning of the week. And so yeah, today actually marks the day of something new that I really wanted to do on this channel. I've been kind of toying with the idea for a while of doing motivational videos. There are a few people that I've been inspired by in the past, obviously, like I believe in God. So faith plays a major role for me, motivating myself and then obviously talking to others and motivating them. I've really noticed is, I think maybe when I first had the idea, I maybe didn't see the biggest need, which was kind of weird because I feel like humanity is always kind of in need of motivation and healing speech. But I feel like over the last 2 or 3 years since I had initially had the idea, the world, as you know, like I feel like the majority of the world today is suffering in some way or another. Especially us poor folk, we suffer more. And it's like if you look at the hurricanes, if you look at wars, famines, terrorist attacks, it's a lot right now for a lot of people all at the same time. And I feel like as we become more connected through the web, you know, I feel like we're sharing each other's problems a lot more, which also heightens the effects on our own lives. And it's, you know, I don't feel like we are able to take on everybody's problems. We're not God. We're not omnipotent. We don't have the strength to take on the world's problems. Sometimes it can be a real drain on us to have this information constantly pouring in on us. And that on top of the fact of us dealing with just our own lives, our own personal struggles, and people in our lives that reject us, that hurt us or betray us, and depression. I feel like we're talking about depression a lot more today. And I feel like, you know, even in one of my last videos, I was talking about the fact that have we forgotten how to love? And that's really what I want to talk about today, guys. I really want to share a little message that's been in my heart lately about loving myself and loving others, because I think I've had a hard time of it. And the more life has kind of bared down on me over these last few years, I've suffered. And I know I've suffered emotionally in that sense, because it's been really hard for me to pick myself up again and to be consistent the way that I was. A few days ago, I actually ended up watching one of my own videos, and it was actually, funnily enough, because of a nice racist comment that was left under a video. And then it just kind of weirdly made me go back in time and look at some of my past videos, and I looked at my very first gym vlog. And it was funny because I watched the video and I was envious of myself. And I found that such a weird kind of situation, an emotional state to be in, that I was looking at this girl who I am and who I was, that was so motivated, had reached her goal, who was fit, who was enjoying what she was doing. And I wanted to be that girl, and it was weird. I felt myself looking at that girl as though it was somebody who I wasn't, and somebody who I don't feel like I could ever be. And it's so weird because obviously I was her. I am her. And it's funny how the last couple of years have kind of eaten away at my resolve and at my knowledge, because I know this is what I started with. And it's weird because I feel like you can learn things when things are going good and it can seem like perfect sense to you, but it's harder to remember those things when things are going bad. And I feel like my motto in the beginning was, you know, it starts with loving yourself. That was my little motto, like. And it's funny because at this moment in time, can I really tell you that I love myself? And I wonder, do you guys love yourselves? Do you really love yourself? You never want anybody else's rejection or thoughts about you to impact how you feel about yourself, because at the end of the day, it's just you. But I feel like that's the real message. And perhaps, you know, when I remember doing the videos when I'd first gained like about 10 pounds of extra weight and I was starting to go down this wrong road again, I remember being honest with myself about what I was upset about. And it's funny because I kind of hoped that just acknowledging what I was upset about would switch in me and make me realize it, and then just deal with it. But it wasn't as simple as that. It's not been as simple as that. Me acknowledging the fact that I wasn't still happy with myself when I reached my goal weight. I wasn't happy with my body. It was something that I acknowledged, but I hadn't actually dealt with it, or perhaps I didn't know how to deal with it. I mean, how do you deal with not being satisfied with yourself? And I feel like that's perhaps where a lot of us, in our mission for love should start. Because I want to set myself a little bit of a mission today. I want to set myself a mission to answer the negative thoughts in my head with something positive. And so, yeah, like just 24 hours. I'm going to try this for just 24 hours so you guys can join along with me. And also let me know in the comments if you've attempted it. And that's basically to literally answer, like, when something happens, you feel down about something and you're listening, sometimes you can just be doing the washing up or doing work or whatever, and a negative thought will roll through your head, and the mission is to answer it with something positive. One thing positive about yourself, one thing that you like about yourself, even one thing that you can say that you love about yourself. I know it's hard. Really, when you ask yourself, what do I love about myself? What do you love about yourself? Do you love yourself? And when I think about it in terms of faith, in terms of God, he said to us the greatest commandment is to love God, to love ourselves, and to love our neighbours like we love ourselves. But I feel like if I don't love myself, then I don't love God. And if I don't love myself, then I'm not going to love my neighbour the way that I should. When I feel about the negative things that go through my head, of course I'm going to think that about my neighbour. Why wouldn't I? Because I think those about myself. So I don't know if we can really change the world by telling other people that they should love, but maybe we can start by saying that we love ourselves and then try and treat people that way. So yeah, guys, that's my little Motivational Monday message for you guys. A little bit of a mission, a bit of a task. I really hope you do say something, even if it's once in that day, you manage to answer a negative thing in your head, a negative thought in your mind with something positive, something, say out loud, I like this about myself. And just see, like, I don't know, I don't think it's going to be going to change your life. I don't think it's going to change my life, but I feel like it might make today, a better day. It might make today more bearable. So yeah, guys, love you loads, God bless, and I will see you next Monday for another motivational message.
Say that.